magical world. Heroes are praised. But what defines a true hero?
Nobody cares! This is where things get interesting. So sit down and enjoy the show.
Hold on, let's count it off real quick. 1, 2.
This is becoming a thing.
It
Sorry,
is.
guys. Once again, we're 3 people.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We're just playing musical chairs. Sorry,
That's right, man.
Gene is big time feeling under the weather. He's got the flu right now, so
No, he doesn't.
he probably doesn't, but you know, exactly.
Stop it.
I was
I'm
like,
sick of him.
yeah,
already.
it's just.
Come on.
I was like, hey, this might be the first week we get all 4 of us again.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Damn. So, Larry, how you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
Good. I'm just, you
Good.
know, coming off a 12-hour stream yourself. Your
Oh,
channel,
yeah.
Castle Life. I'm sure you're a little banged up.
Oh yeah, I mean that was it was fun. We've done a couple of those our last 2 trips. We both did 12-hour live streams like all day, man.
Dude, that's
I was talking to
It's,
Andrea, and it seems like you guys are gonna kind of do like possibly one a month, where you do like the full.
Hopefully yes. I mean that's the goal. We're not local. We're like 14 hours away drive, 2-hour flight. So the flight's awesome, but it's just affording to get there every month. So yeah, but that's our plan. We'd like to do that. And last couple of times also, we've only been doing like 1 day at Disney, just because our schedule, we got to get back right away. So that's why we're doing these 12-hour streams, making the most of our time there. But man, I tell you, it's a lot of fun, but it is tiring. It takes a toll on you.
To live stream in the parks, in the heat, keep that energy high, talking to people.
That's my question. How do you keep that energy up for so long?
Dude, it's tough. It is. We do take a dinner break, so we try to find somewhere, kind of cool with some, something to look at, some people and some rides and stuff, and we'll take a break, kind of, take the mics off and just let it kind of play. So we do get a break here and there, but it's tough, man. Like I said, it's tough to keep that energy up. Keep everybody
check the chat constantly.
Yeah. Make sure everything's going. Yeah,
man.
But it's fun, man. It's fun. We met some cool people, and so yeah, it's worth it. Definitely.
That's good, man. We just got back. We were over at Disney World for the weekend. I'm sorry, Mike, we couldn't meet up with you. I know we tried. I know you guys had people in town.
We had Chrissy's uncle in here.
Yeah, of course. But it was good, man. It was hot. It was good because we did it for Father's Day, and obviously we brought my father, who hadn't been in like 15 years. Yeah, so we had to make sure that we hit. We were hitting pretty much everything we could, including like some of the sit downs. Homecoming, Ohana, like we were hitting some of the big ones. So just so he could get a feel for it. And it was hard because you're trying to cram everything in. Of course, we couldn't get to everything. But
is your dad like a Disney guy?
He's a theme park guy. Loves roller coasters. Okay. So first time getting on Tron like that, the launch blew him away. It was pretty funny. So it was good. I mean, it was good. We got to do a lot of that stuff. And then obviously when I got back, which I was talking to you guys, I don't know how I strained the hell out of my back where it was like, it literally was, I haven't been able to sleep for days, had to go to the hospital just to get
going on with you?
Yeah, I don't know. It was bad. So today's the first day where it's not just constantly hurting. So it's been a rough week, man.
Yeah, that's tough when your back is messed up, man, because you can't. There's no comfortable position to sleep or sit or nothing.
When you can't sleep, it's the worst.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that. It's one thing if you get injured or you're sick or something, but when you cannot sleep, man, every day I would get up at 3:30 because because you can fall asleep for a little bit and then it's just a pain. So it was brutal, man. But it's good to be back. Sorry, we're only 3 again. Next week it might be Larry. Who knows? Maybe
last time the 4 of us got together, it literally kicked us off the stream. So
it did.
That's true.
I jumped in from the parks last week.
Yeah,
I was in Hollywood Studios, and I was trying to be like a good guy, like, even though I'm in the park, let me just go say hello to my boys. And then as soon as I got in, I was like, it gave me like a weird countdown, and then all of a sudden and then I jumped back in. It's like, show's ended.
Yeah, we're like, what the hell just happened?
I know.
What happened?
Not only that, I was caught in torrential downpour in Hollywood Studios, so that was fun.
And what's funny is if you look on our page now, we've got 2 split videos.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Yeah. But welcome everybody to the Disney Villains Club. Hashtag
Mike,
join
I like
the
the hat.
DVC.
I like the hat, Mike. Gotta give it to you.
Yeah, no, you know, my other black one was kind of faded. So I was like, let me grab another black hat. And I was like, this is the only one I got. So I was like,
That works.
Yeah,
it works.
man.
Fits the name. But we're back for another episode of the Disney Villains Club. Hashtag join the DVC. And no, not that one. That's old news now. We got this new layout right here. So how we kind of do is break down the show into these 5 segments. We talk a little bit in between there, as you can see, checking in on how battered and beaten we all are. But some goofy neighbors as always to kick off the show. Just people doing some silly things around the parks. We didn't do it, which is kind of a little off beat, maybe around the world of Disney news and things that are going on around in parks. LeFou's News is pretty much the thumbnail that you clicked on. So today we're going to be talking about the destruction of Muppets 3D in the Hollywood studios. Muppets 3D. Yeah.
I like your Kermit there, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks. You know,
that was supposed to be my Fozzie Bear.
waka. Yeah. Then we have the rant. Guess who's got a rant this week?
I'm gonna guess Mike again.
Big surprise. And it's a brand new rant from today. Like just a couple of hours ago. Something that set me off.
Okay.
And then of course we have our villain of the week. Now, in the past, it has been Gene because he never shows up. Then it was Inside the Magic for getting us to always click on their stories. This week, we have a special villain of the week. But let's go ahead and kick this off with some goofy neighbors. And this one, again, so again, the goofy neighbors is going to come from those clickbait fiends.
Oh, it's got to be Inside the Magic.
Oh,
but we got to give him credit for it.
No, right?
Always.
They get the clicks. Yep.
All right, hold on. Grant, because I moved to a new freaking computer. Now it's asking me to grant access. Yes, let's.
Oh, you got a new computer?
Allow. Yeah. So, got to put in the freaking administrator password to download something, to give it permission. Google Chrome might not be able. Oh my God, it's got to quit and reopen. I'm not doing it. All right. Joey, do you see that? Oh, you don't see
I don't see anything. I would look on the bottom. I could see if you bring up a screen. I don't see it.
Hold on. Let me see if this will actually work. Let me see.
All right, guys. This is pretty much status quo for us. There it is.
Right.
Okay. All right. I should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Let me pop this in. This is our first story, and it could be a little misleading.
Oh, this was
but this is freaking great. So as you see here, Disney Parade was disrupted by shocking public sexual display. Let me repeat that.
It is so clickbaity.
For my audio people, Disney Parade disrupted by shocking public of sexual display. And you can see there is a censored photo down there because obviously there's something going on down Main Street. And I mean Main Street USA, not your lover's Main Street. But fans were in for some kind of treat when there was some kind of promiscuous things occurring. Is there
the timing of this was just.
Did they have? I thought they. All right, they must have really just kept it censored. So let's see. Check out the full video link. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Click on the link. They did share the Twitter link. Oh, yeah. Let's get it on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's some sound to that.
Is it moving for you? Because I'm not seeing anything.
I know what's going on. Where's it at?
Oh, well, no.
No.
Now we lost your audio, Mike. Just so you know.
Is it moving for you at least?
No. I mean, I can see video, but all I see is commercials.
Oh. Wait, what do you mean? Hold on, let me go back. What the heck?
You know what it is? Because you're sharing it. You opened in a different window, maybe?
No, it's definitely delayed. Something's happening. Hold on. I apologize. This is what. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay. So this was when I clicked the link. I thought it was going to take me to this page, but this is the highlight. The Disney Parade disrupted by a sexual display, and they have a big censored sign over that. Granted, I get that, but let me actually show you the. I mean, I don't want to say like the sexual display, but let's just. I mean, let's let it kind of speak for itself, I guess.
There it goes.
Okay, so here we go. So we're at the beginning of the parade. That's okay. Yeah. Well, Mama, what are the ducks doing? Let's just look at the parade over here, though.
So it's literally right there. It's just the timing is just unreal. I mean, look at this.
Oh no! What a duck block!
He's like, come on.
Damn.
What?
Get over. I ain't done yet. I'm not done yet.
I mean, of all places. I mean, look at this. Of all places.
I mean, it's like
God, man.
Oh, that is awesome. That is great. Come on, that is great.
And like everybody's attention, you can see everybody's phones are pointed.
It's not at a time when everybody's just milling around walking. It happens to be when they're having a parade and everybody's off to the side and literally just watching the street.
Right.
I mean,
oh my gosh, that's so good.
Hey, babe, they cleared a path for us.
Oh my! God.
These are. You can subscribe to these two on OnlyFans/DuckDuckGo.
Oh man, right? Hey, Nick.
Only Duck.
Nick.
Only Duck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna let this keep repeating itself. But this cast member just coming here, slapping his wrist together, giving him a round of applause, and let's just say one was not finished.
So, no, I'm sure not.
But that's great. That's nature. Too bad it didn't happen in Animal Kingdom, but that's fun.
That would have been.
That's great though.
Talk about.
What's funny is that I'm surprised we didn't see because there's so many wild rabbits around the properties that I'm surprised we didn't see that. And the rabbits are the ones that usually go at it.
Yeah. I mean, there is that the saying like a jackrabbit kind of thing. So makes sense. Yeah,
that's a good one, man. That's probably one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite ones I think we've done. That's funny.
That was good.
Dude, that's funny.
I don't know the other one where he punched. Was it Goofy Pluto?
Oh yeah, where Pluto chases him around.
That's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of our first shows.
All right, let me go to this next one.
I don't know if that can be topped.
This one, actually, no. Let me jump to this one first because the next one's pretty good too. But this one has a video. Guests narrowly avoid injury on Disney World ride. Now, I feel like this happens a lot because this segment used to be called Stupid Diz is Stupid Does because people does some stupid things sometimes in Diz. A video is going viral after a guest captured a potentially dangerous incident on camera at Walt Disney World. That is the article, and it's happened on Tron. So when you get on Tron, naturally, there is a locker system for you to put all your stuff in, your bags and everything. Any loose shoes, I guess. I don't know. Then they also have, once you get onto Tron, in the front of your bike, they have a little compartment. So in case you forgot anything, you wanted to keep your keys, you wanted to keep your wallet, you wanted to keep your phone, you could kind of toss it right in the front of your bike.
Yep.
But I don't know if you're going to be able to see it too much down here.
So even when you have the video on your phone, it's just you can't. It's hard to see it.
It is hard to see it. So I don't know if you're going to be able to really see it. This video doesn't do it justice, but apparently someone had a phone on Tron trying to record themselves. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. We don't know. There's no evidence saying that they were recording themselves. They have no evidence. It could have been in the pocket because the way you sit on Tron is like a bicycle. So it could kind of push it out of your pocket.
Now, we do know Mike is saying this because Mike was holding it in his hand.
No.
He's like, it might not have happened that way.
It may have been caught on Tron PhotoPass, but
I'll tell you what, this is something, and especially because the way Tron is designed, if you look at Velocicoaster, right, which is very similar, where it actually at some point does go over the crowd and lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember there was an incident where you had people throwing ice at the people on the roller coaster. They ended up getting kicked out of the park. Yeah.
What?
They ended up hitting. Yeah. So if you look at anyone that's ridden Tron actually goes right by the path. Even not just goes over, but there's a section where it literally goes right by you within 5-6 feet. And it's another, I guess it's unfortunate, but it's just an opportunity for somebody to be stupid and throw something up there. Or like you said, where something falls out of someone's pocket or something and it hits people.
That happens.
It's an awesome way to see the ride and experience it. But I guess that element of danger actually is there because it's the nature of it, But yeah, Velocicoaster, this kid's got, I don't know, his kids.
But Velocicoaster, correct me, I haven't been on it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't been on it yet. I will get on it. Okay. I'm actually working up the courage right now. More so, I'm focused on Tower of Terror because I promised myself that this would be the year that I do Tower of Terror. I have not done it.
If you could just hold off to when we're there and we could go ride it together, I would appreciate that.
See, the thing is, when I do want to ride Tower of Terror, but I want to ride it by myself. I think I have to do it because I need to go on a single rider line, like just jet there, get on, and just like sit myself down and just like go. Because
is it the drop? Is that what it is?
No. Because like I love rides. I love went on Tron, Guardians. I could ride Guardians back to back, Rock and Roller Coaster, no problem. But it's the enclosure.
Oh, you're claustrophobic.
Not claustrophobic because I could lock myself up in a cardboard box for 3 hours, and scare somebody. That's no problem. But it's just because I have control to open the box. It's different. It's like my fear of flying. Once I'm in that locked thing of an airplane, I don't have control. Once I'm in this elevator shaft and the door's locked, I don't know how many times it goes up and down. Like in the past, it'd be like, okay, it goes up once, drops you. Then it goes up quick, and drops you again. And that's it.
Every time. So
I know how to anticipate everything. Not knowing how to anticipate it, knowing that I have no control and this closed thing, this year, it was either shave my head or ride Hollywood Tower of Terror. So,
why would it be shave your head?
I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of like that. I kind of want you to go for
if I don't ride Hollywood Tower of Terror this year, I will shave my head.
Well, wait a sec. Isn't riding it going to be a goal?
Riding is a goal.
Well, then you have to go for the goal and not just cop out and be like, yeah, I'm going to just shave my head. You see what I'm saying? Listen, you got...
I could chicken out, though.
About 6 months left?
Yeah, I got some time.
Yeah,
maybe I should do it like on a fall day, like when it's not so hot here in Florida. It doesn't matter. It's always hot here in Florida.
Yeah, you might want to use that terminology when you will ride it.
God. But... No, see, even just talking about it, though, right now is getting me...
It's already getting you.
Really?
My hands are sweating, dude. Like, you don't understand.
Okay.
And the thing is, I'll ride, so Velocicoaster. Correct me if I'm wrong. Back to Velocicoaster. Do you go through a metal detector?
You do.
You do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like after the lockers or before the lockers?
It is.
I don't remember now.
No, it's after the lockers.
Yeah, it's after, right? Because you got to make sure that you don't have.
So you put everything in the locker, and then it's after. Yeah.
I mean, that's great. Kudos to Universal for keeping up with park safety because
they have to. That thing is out of control.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's one of my favorite. Definitely, probably my top coaster that I've ridden.
But you got to.
I think it's awesome.
It's intense.
Can you do the GoPro on the wrist?
I don't
know.
I don't think so. I know. I mean, obviously, there's video clips of it out there,
right?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how and when they're doing it.
Which, quite honestly, might be better for you because when I was riding, there's barely any times I was going like this. I was holding on to that thing, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people say like it's the falling out aspect that kind of gives you that thrill. It's like I can actually fall out of this thing if I don't hold on.
Yeah, it's like it's a couple steps above, quite a few steps above the Hulk as far as intensity.
Yeah, the Hulk Hulk is rough though. Hulk rattles my brain, man.
It does. I love the Hulk. I love the Hulk.
I've ridden it a few times, and both times I've been a little out of sorts afterwards. And it's not necessarily the ride; it's just I feel like it's just shaking my brain.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be in a good mood.
Wait, when's the last time you rode it?
Well, it's been a little while because the last time I was there, I didn't ride it because I didn't want to feel like shit.
The reason because I'm not sure if you're aware, they tore it down. They tore it down, rebuilt it, and put it was like a refurb. So they put all new track again, so it's smooth again.
Okay.
How long?
So I don't think I've ridden it since then.
That was about 2 years ago.
Oh, Larry, you definitely didn't do it, right?
It was recent.
Okay, no, probably not then. Probably not.
I'm just letting you know
in December.
It's not quite as rattly as it was before because they redid the track.
Yeah, I'll try.
I would give it.
Coaster though, yeah. There's a section where you're inverted and it stays that way for a while, and you're literally hanging out the seat.
It's right above the water. Right above the water.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Right above the water. It's wild.
That's so awesome.
Moving on. Okay.
All right, move on. We talk about that all day.
Right.
Another misconception, but this was pretty interesting. Guest climbs on table at Disney World
This I didn't see. I did not
yells at other patrons. Now, the funny thing is, as soon as I saw this, roofing area, I was like, please don't tell me this is one of my favorite restaurants. And I thought it was Boma. And I actually didn't go through all the way through. While dining at Disney's Animal Kingdom, I dream of... So this video is from I Dream of Disney 21. Shared this video of a guest sitting on a table and yelling at dining at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but I'm pretty sure it's Boma. Yeah, no, that's definitely Boma.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and unmute this.
What's he saying?
So he's saying thank you, celebrating the Disney cast members. He's saying thank you, cast members, for working on a holiday. We appreciate you.
Oh,
right.
All right.
Like, okay. I know this is a villains club, but that dude is a hero. Did you need to stand on their friggin' bench to do this? Probably not. But then again, I kind of don't hate this because the cast members definitely deserve all the credit in the world. You know, he says thank you to cast members for working on the holiday.
A ruckus for nothing, but no.
That's what I thought. Well, of course, I think, right?
Wait a minute. Look at the guy behind him, though, in the glasses. Look. Oh, this idiot. Let me get my salmon, please. No, because I'll tell you right now, that's exactly where. Yeah, that's exactly where the salmon is. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it because I know. I was just there. But that guy right there. Oh, this idiot. Where's my salmon?
Yeah, he's excellent. I mean, at this point, people are doing all kinds of weird stuff there, so you're getting it all on film.
Right. And the salmon is fantastic there. I actually had salmon tonight too at Grand Floridian Cafe.
Actually, just the ribs I had there that were good.
Where? From Boma?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrissy loves the ribs.
Yeah, the ribs are outstanding.
Everything. And the soups. The soups are like top notch.
Yeah, I love the seasoning.
But that's our segment of some goofy neighbors.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to do We Didn't Do It. Has nothing to do with us as Villains Club. We really don't have any opinion on anything. We're just going to kind of show you some things around the theme park that are happening. Maybe not necessarily in Walt Disney World. And this one I'm going to kick over to Larry because Larry had a cool experience during his 12-hour live stream. He met some pretty cool people, and he walked away with some pretty cool gifts.
Right. So we were, like I said, we're at Disneyland this past Saturday.
Did you get that shirt, by the way, on this past trip?
No, I've had this for a while.
Oh, it's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like the shirt.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's cool.
Thanks. Looks fresh. That's why.
Yep. But yeah, we were at the fireworks, doing the fireworks at the 9:30 show of Wondrous Journeys. It was a great fireworks show. I really like it. But at the end of the show, we were approached by some people and they introduced themselves to us. And it was funny because they are what they're called Where in the Park.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I saw them in our chat and they were basically standing right next to us, but they didn't say anything to us till afterwards.
By the way, they were in your chat, like talking.
They were in our stream also.
And like standing right next to you, like,
yeah, and they were standing right next to us the whole time. But yeah, so what they do is, again, Where in the Parks, they do theme park scavenger hunts.
Oh.
So they have these little packs.
That's
this
cool.
This is one for Disneyland.
Yeah. Oh, it's tiny too.
Excuse me?
It's like small. It looks like baseball cards.
Yeah, they're like baseball card size. Yeah, it feels like in there. Yeah, like baseball card size.
Nice.
But there is 8 cards in this pack, and it also includes a prize sticker. And what it does, it gives you an image or a location, or like an image of somewhere in the park on the back side. And then on the front side, it has, I don't know if you can see it, it has a little hint square.
Yeah.
And then you can scratch that off like a lottery ticket.
Oh.
So you can scratch that off if you want a hint. And then if you scratch that off and you still don't know where it's at, it'll give you the answer underneath. And it tells you exactly where to go.
So if you really can't figure it out, you can then
so if you really can't, So if you really can't figure it out, it'll tell you where it is.
That's pretty dope.
And so they have 12 theme parks. They have all the theme parks in California, and not all, I guess all the major theme parks. Disneyland, California Adventure, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, and then they have also the theme parks in Florida. So they have, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot.
How much it is for like a pack?
Yeah, so this 8-pack, I looked up, it was $9.99.
Okay.
For the 8-pack, and they also have a 30-pack, which is $24.99.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's pretty fun. I mean, even if you go to the park a lot, I mean, sure, there's probably some little areas, maybe somebody you don't know.
I may have to order a pack. You know what? That's a cool vlog for me to do.
Yeah, and then so they have, if you've got like an hour or so or something, you just crack open one of these things and explore the park.
And what was the name? Where in the park?
Where in the park? Where in the park? Yeah, all one word. Where in the park? Looks like they're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course they have their Etsy. Their store is on Etsy.
No, that's pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah. And they were super nice. They were super nice, and they gave us these little two for California Adventure and one for Disneyland.
Look at that.
That was fun.
That's something cool. You know, it's a nice stocking stuffer, something good to give to the kids and stuff like that too, to keep them kind of just on the lookout rather than in their phones and devices. Be like, hey, you know, there's a scavenger hunt going on. See if you can find these things as you're walking through the park.
Yeah.
Also, if you're waiting for a return time on a ride or something,
let's go do a scavenger. Something free you can do in the park.
That would be good.
Yeah, they were super cool.
We just like we talked before the show on our past trip here this past weekend. Aiden was doing it at the at Galaxy's Edge, where you scan your band, it gives you a mission. It's the bounty hunters, and then you got to walk around. If anyone that hasn't done that, it's pretty cool. It's not real hard to do. They don't make you go super far, but I think you got to get. I think you can max it at like 20 or something like that. I forgot what it gets to, but it's cool because when you bring
like 20 missions, that's dope.
Yeah, and I think it's cool because when you come back and you're at the door, you scan it, and then the little. I guess it looks like. There's one of the creatures that opens up the little slide to talk to you. You only see his eyes, but of course it's a screen, but it looks awesome. Yeah. And he talks crap to you that you're not that good and you got to keep going around. So it's a really neat thing.
That's fun.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
I got to tell you, you know, I often badmouth my Disney Experience app, but it's actually a pretty good app. Like if you know how to use it.
It is now. Because man, when they first launched it, it was a mess.
Absolutely.
But yes, it's the thing is there's the back end of that thing must look like spaghetti because there's so much they cram so much into that app. It's doing so many different things, whether it's scanning for rides, opening your hotel room, ordering mobile food, or playing these games, or just running. Really?
I was able to do that on my Disney Experience. That cool like photo lens thing.
Of course.
It's just so freaking cute.
Think about it. It has all your photos. It has your itinerary. Like it has, the full-time map with the real-time wait times. Like there's so much crammed into that thing.
Yeah.
It's insane. But yes, it's gotten way better than it used to be. That's for sure. Even the Wi-Fi in the park's not that bad.
Yeah, it's gotten better.
Think how many people are in that park.
Yeah.
How many people are in that app constantly, mobile ordering. It works. It just works.
Yes.
So I give them credit.
Yeah.
So,
definitely. And also a little tip too. I don't know if I really want to give this away, but when you are trying to get on the virtual queue for Tron or Guardians of the Galaxy, it is sometimes wise, to turn off the Wi-Fi if you have a strong enough cell signal, because there are a lot of people at that time on the same Wi-Fi network trying to get that virtual queue. So if you have
make sure everybody that's in your group, only one person is doing it. Because you will end up kicking the other one off, and it happened. We learned that a long time ago,
the hard way.
Yeah, once you do it solo, you get it every time. I mean, every time. If you're right on it, especially in the mornings, like the 7 a.m., where you set your alarm at 6:50, get up, make sure everything's ready, and it's either one of us will do it. We pretty much can get it every time. But yeah, stay off the Wi-Fi and make sure only one in your group's doing it, because you guys will literally be fighting with each other, and it happens. Well, and you're like, dude, I keep getting timed out. So. There's a tip for you.
Right. Very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Well, moving forward, that was we didn't do it. Talking to Larry, like I said, after his 12-hour stream during the fireworks, he ran into some pretty cool people. Where was it? Where in the park?
Where in the park?
Where in the park? Where in the park or parks?
Where in the park? That's right here.
Where in the park? And it's a in-park scavenger hunt. Dope. Where in the park?
Yeah.
Theme park scavenger. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the highlight of and scan that QR code.
Yeah.
But let's move on to that highlight. Like I said, this is the thumbnail news, LeFou's news, talking about the destruction of Muppets 3D, or the end of Muppets 3D. Now, before we go ahead and talk about that, we have just a few words to share with you. All right. JSA Creations, good people over there.
Right.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. Good people's over there. But yeah, so Larry, I know you said you've ridden this or seen this attraction before, Muppets 3D in Hollywood Studios. I've done it a bunch of times. I know Joey's done it a bunch of times. Muppets 3D. Let's just start off like, how long has it been there? It's been there for a really freaking long time. Okay. Do you do it every time you come to the parks?
Pretty much, yeah. I love Muppets 3D. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I remember watching a Muppet Show on, when it was on TV every week,
Yep.
And I love it. I mean, the Muppet movie, the original Muppet movie, I still have the image of that scene where Kermit's riding his bicycle,
Okay. Yes.
And it's like, what? And
it
so
opened in 91, by the way.
It opened in 91. Well, okay.
Oh,
but yeah, I love this attraction. We would go check it out every time we're there. You get to sit down. It's AC. Take a little break. Watch a good show.
Wait,
yeah, man.
My math is way off. It's 2023, ain't it?
Yeah.
Then add another 9 years. 32 years?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
That's why my math is off, because what?
Yeah, he's like, once it hits over 20, he's lost.
I can't believe that attraction has lasted this long.
Yeah.
It stinks now.
No.
It's so outdated. This is why it needs to be demolished. And that's why I said it's the destruction of Muppets 3D. So I recently went on it like twice within a span of a month. And it was way too much. It's cute.
Well,
but
if you hate it, why did you go on it twice?
Well, because I had to, we were taking different people to the parks, and it's like, okay, let's do it, and we had to say Chrissy's uncle, like we needed something to get out of the sun. That's the only reason why we've ridden it before. Well, or get on it again is because they've got to get out of the heat. But the thing is, what I found myself laughing more at? I found myself laughing more at the kids, the little kids, where I can hear the little giggles and all. Like, that was cute to me. I was laughing at those kids because they were having a good time. But when I watched the Muppet Show, it was like, oh, gosh, it's so outdated. The 3D is so done. I mean, look, Shrek 4D in Universal Studios before that got taken out was amazing. Like, why can't they just amplify it? Like, it just.
I do love Shrek 4D.
Yeah, Filler Magic, right? Great show. It's been around for a while, not as long as 32 years.
Right.
But they kind of redid the animation, they refined the animation. Muppets 3D kind of just. Ugh.
So what do you think then? You think they should just remove it, or?
So, okay, there was rumors from WWNT, is the ones I saw posted it, that they were going to give the Rock and Roller Coaster a possible makeover. It was proposed that it would be made over into Muppets Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do love that.
Yeah,
I do love that. It stays in the same park.
I don't know if that would kind of meld with the Muppets and a roller coaster. I don't know. Not that kind of roller coaster.
No, yeah, I get it. But I still like the Goofy movie as overlay on that. Right. Get into the Caroline concert. But the best thing about Muppets 3D is Pizza Rizzo on the opposite side of Muppets 3D, because that whole Muppets 3D just needs to go.
I do like
Pizza Rizzo is dope.
You got to go to the what is it, what room is what do they call the room up top on second floor he goes to?
It's like the wedding hall, like the
wedding, it's like the wedding room or something. It's got the disco ball and the lights and everything. Everybody, that's the best place to go.
Yeah, my buddy over at the Big John Network. Also, I think Big John is like real close to 1,000 subscribers. If anybody who's listening can go ahead and check out the Big John Network, subscribe to his YouTube channel. He does a great show on doing disabilities in Disney, and he's an awesome guy, good friend of mine. But he was the one that told me that is one of his top 5 most romantic spots in Disney World. And I don't know if I would necessarily say romantic. I
don't know about that. I like it,
but
that's not probably a word I would use for that. But hey,
yeah. I mean, and not only that, like, he also said it was really good pizza. Now, you're talking to me and Chrissy, we tend to be a little harsh on people who say they have good pizza, since we've only been in Florida for a year and a half and we come from New York. So we went to go try the pizza, and we chalked it up to Chuck E. Cheese pizza, which means that it's fun. It's fun pizza. It's a fun place. But the best part about it was that upstairs area.
For quick service, it's not bad.
For quick service, it really wasn't bad. It stinks that the pizzas are so small.
I know.
You definitely have to buy yourself a personal pizza.
Yep.
But going upstairs, like, they have all these traffic signs and everything of New York. It was like, this actually kind of feels a little New Yorkish. It was nice. Pizza Rizzo was not bad. But that room upstairs, they had, like, when you walk in, they had that when you walk into a wedding, like,
it's like
getting married and
it's the reception hall. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to check that out because we haven't been there.
Oh, you haven't?
No, we
Dude,
haven't.
it's a fun place.
It is. You got to go, and it's literally right there. Especially if you like going to Muppets. Now, for me, as far as the Muppets, I like it. We usually go whenever we get a chance to.
Right.
And yeah, it's nice to get out, to kind of sit down and stuff like that. But yes, is it outdated? Yes, it is.
Sure.
I've said I don't ever want them to get rid of it. I just want them to update it.
And how would you update that?
I mean, you can listen. The old guys up top are funny as hell. They're great, right?
Yep.
So
Statler and Waldorf.
If you want to update the animatronics that you have there, and then just redo the show. I mean, remember it's 3D, so it's not hard to redo graphics and like do another show. That's all. Get
that last scene when Kermit the Frog comes through with the fire truck and you see everybody in the background still has like the 90s outfits on.
Yeah. I mean, like, listen, it's due for an update. I just hope they don't get rid of it because I do like it. And I don't think, and again, I'm sure you guys will agree with me. They have the property and the Muppets property and they barely use it. I mean, other than having that ride, they used to do it in times Liberty Square, where they would pop out of the buildings and they would do that. I haven't seen that since before the pandemic. So
Sam Eagle.
That was always fun. It was an odd place to put them because it was just weird, but I get it. But yeah, they got to do more with the property, I think. The property is very good and I just don't think they use it. So it's kind of like passed to the side, which is why maybe they just leave it. I mean, think about it. They took the time to take out Great Movie Ride, put in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You put in the entire Toy Story Land. You put in all of Galaxy's Edge. You got all this stuff, and you couldn't just update that one ride. You did everything else for years, and you did not like you did it. They updated everything in Hollywood Studios.
It's just got to go.
I'm just saying. No, I don't think it should go. So you're saying you think it should go. So if it goes, what would you put there?
Some other movie. You know what I was actually thinking? I was talking to Chrissy earlier today about this. You know how in Universal Studios they have that horror makeup show?
Yeah.
I would do something like that, and I would call this thing like I've thought in depth about this, called Disney's Illusions. And what it is, it shows you how they do behind the scenes things at the Disney parks. So when you're on like Figment in Journey into Imagination, you know how they have that butterfly swinging and it's like that mirror effect where it disappears. They can show you how that's done, and it would be called Illusions. It'd be kind of like this volunteer interactive show with the something like that to keep the theater aspect. I mean, if it was me personally, I'd probably gut the whole place and just expand Galaxy's Edge. It's right there, but I don't know, man, because Hollywood Studios is all about it's supposed to be about movies, movie making. Though that's where your IP should live.
I think the park kind of did away with that. It's really not about that anymore, and it hasn't been for years, unfortunately. I get you. The back lot and all that stuff was always cool to see, and that was like the vibe at that place. But that's it's kind of gone away. I mean, the closest you get there is probably Indiana Jones Stunt Show. That shows you, which is. I mean,
not for nothing, they took down the friggin' water tower that said MGM Studios. You could have just painted that to Hollywood Studios. They should put that monster makeup show like at Universal. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. That's a great show.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a great show. It's fun. I was a volunteer on that show. Was I a volunteer? No, I just afterwards they invite you on stage to take a picture, and a guy like pulls your eyelids back while cutting your head off. Great.
The only thing is, if you're gonna do that, it better be good, whatever you put there. And then you got to change. It can't be Pizza Rizzo's anymore. It's got to be something else.
Pizza Rizzo could stay. I mean, Pizza Planet was there before.
Yeah, I get it, but if you're gonna put it right next to I don't know. I mean, so that's the only Muppet left, the rat.
Listen. I mean, the place was built with a mouse. It all started with a mouse. Might as well, just maintain pizza with the rat. I mean,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, hey, real quick, say hello to Jetta Jade. She was at our 12-hour live stream at Disneyland. Yeah, so that's cool. She stopped by.
Jetta,
yeah, that's awesome.
how you doing,
Thanks for stopping by.
I like the thumbnail.
Yeah,
with the donut.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I saw Andrea told her that you guys are subbed.
I think for Big John.
Big John.
Yeah.
Are you?
I think that's what
I
she
glance
was talking
over
about.
to that. I can't tell what the heck they're talking about sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm referencing or anything like that.
Say random things. I love Lamp. Yeah. But Muppets 3D.
I don't know.
Here for now.
So here's the thing, though. Have we heard anything rumblings about taking it out, knocking it down.
No, I haven't heard anything. I thought they were supposed to refurbish it. I think they even closed it down for refurbishment.
Didn't they close the shop? You know, like the store that's right behind us.
Yeah.
It's been closed now for how long? Since before
a long time.
That's what I'm saying. So what are they doing?
They don't know.
I figured Mike had some kind of inside scoop or something.
No, I wish I did, but
yeah, if you're gonna take it down. No, I don't know.
I do have
it's the same thing. It's gonna it'll make some people happy and it will piss people off. It's just
I think that's
the way it goes, though.
Because another rant of mine that kind of plays into this right now would kind of be like Figment. Figment is overrated, but that's another topic for another day.
Oh, he's definitely overrated, and he's going to be now part of a meet and greet.
All right.
Listen, things get popular sometimes. Listen.
Exactly. Thank that Figment popcorn bucket for that.
Oh my God.
Right? I mean, that's what bringing him back, man.
Yeah, he's overrated. I don't get the popularity of it, but I think it's just because it's almost like, what was the what's the movie they just redid? It started out, it kind of bombed, and then it
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise did fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Sanders Sisters.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Okay, so the first one, they made that 100 years ago, and when it came out, it bombed. It didn't even do good. And it's funny, over the years, I guess it's kind of gotten like a cult following. So then they ended up making part 2, when they're way after.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Yes.
And now they've already announced they're making part 3, which
really,
they just
wow.
It was good at 2. Right. It was good at 1, but it's got a cult following. It's very popular and stuff. Mm-hmm. And actually, it's entertaining, but that's one of those things, Mike, that it came out, it really didn't do well, and it just stayed that way for a bunch of years. And then over time, it just became popular. So I'm guessing Figment's kind of the same thing because the ride was really not much to. There just wasn't much to it. Mm-mm. And it's become this thing. It's almost like Orangeburg at the Flower and Garden Show.
That's true.
No, I'm good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know Orangebird. I don't like Orangebird. I actually like Spike the Bee.
No, they have not destroyed it.
Have they destroyed it?
Now people are clicking on it.
Yeah, got it.
Right.
I'm learning from inside the magic what clickbait looks like.
Sorry if it was any type of clickbait, but no. It's just we're talking if we want to keep it, get rid of it, update it. Mike thinks they should get rid of it. I kind of like it.
They should destroy it. No. They should blow it up with that fire engine, just run a hole right through it.
Because the thing is, if you do that, and I get it, but if you do that, then why did you get the property? What are you doing with it?
They're not doing anything with it. They're creating Disney Plus shows that are bombing anyway. So just
listen. The Haunted Mansion version of the Muppets was actually very good.
That was good. Yeah,
Come on, man. I was gonna say you got to give it up.
And the Muppets Carol, the Christmas Carol version.
Yeah, they do really good with that stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess if they're doing that, but there's no representation in the park other than. Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, we miss it too. But I mean, they replaced it with Mickey's Runaway Railway, and I like it. I like it.
I like
it. It was a good replacement.
I'm not saying I think they should have got rid of, the Great Movie Ride 4.
No, definitely shouldn't. That was the beginning of the end of moving the movie making aspect out of Hollywood studios.
Yeah, which is interesting. They should just change the name of it.
Just change the freaking name.
Former Hollywood Studios.
Formerly known as. We're going to go ahead and move on.
Go ahead with your rant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever this is about.
Okay.
This is just a rant, but I'll bring you guys in just a little bit. I like the spotlight sometimes. Hi. Okay. So here we go. Sometimes you like to go out and eat at Disney World. Now, you don't necessarily have to be a resident. You don't necessarily have to be vacationing in Disney World. But sometimes you like to go to a Disney resort and make a reservation. Sometimes you can't make a reservation because you have to book it 60 days out. But when you finally get a reservation to a place you want to eat, you should be able to park at that resort that you're going to eat to. Let me explain. So Grand Floridian Cafe, one of me and Chrissy's absolute favorite spots to go. We love to get the salmon there. They recently changed the salmon. I had the new salmon today. Wasn't as good, but they have a great chicken Caesar salad. They got a bunch of good meals there. Great. When you go to check in, when you're pulling up to park your car, they say, do you have a reservation? Yes, I do. I do have a reservation. And they say, okay, you have 2 options of where to park. You can valet, or you can go park in the cast member parking lot. Now, before you used to be able to park for visitors in the guest parking near the wedding pavilion. And I asked them recently, I said, listen, is this going to be a thing, or are we just trying this out? And a Disney cast member, two cast members told me that this is most likely going to stick. So they have us pull into the front gate of Grand Floridian, check that I have a reservation, give me a piece of paper, oak tag, piece of paper, say, put this in your car window, go park with the cast members down the freaking road, okay? So now I have to drive down the road, park across the street. I have to cross a busy street behind Grand Floridian to get to the Grand Floridian property after parking with the cast members. And not only that, but now I have to put this paper in front of my window, check in. I have to ring the little bell so the guy can come on camera and say, hey, what are you here for today? Well, I had to say, the other guy sent me from over there to park over here. Now I have to park here so I can go eat over there. And not only that, so now I park my car in the cast member parking lot. Now I get out of my car, start walking to the Grand Floridian. Guess who I'm passing? I'm passing cast members who are taking a smoke break, who are just chilling out, trying to relax. And you know what? I can tell that the cast members are not happy about this because they still welcomed me and like, hey, how you doing? But meanwhile, they're just trying to get the heck out of work. When that 5 o'clock bell hits, you want to get home, get out, don't want to be in that Disney personality or any personality. If you work, if you're in a customer service, if you're a teacher, if you're anybody, you want to kind of just turn it off. And as they're walking, we're all walking their heads down. They got their backpacks on, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Back to the guy. And I feel so bad for the cast members. And again, I am spending money here at the Grand Floridian. I should be able to park at the Grand Floridian. And they said, well, we have to reserve space for the people who are staying here. I get that. Then you should offer valet if you're dining, because I, regardless, am spending money here. A lot of money for a meal at the Grand Floridian, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. There's a bunch of upscale places, but no, go park with the cast members. And like I said, I feel like that also missed the big point here too. When you go park with the cast members, guess what's over there? Giant containers, like the freight containers. And outside the containers, what's sitting around the gate? There's lawn furniture. What's the lawn furniture from? It's the old furniture that they got rid of from the Grand Floridian, now just sitting outside getting rained on. So the parking lot is a disaster. It's behind the scenes. Now, I'm sure they will kind of revamp that in the future, but now I have to go down the road, park there for just 3 hours. They only give you a 3-hour limit because that's what the paper says that I put on my dashboard, to get your meal and get out. Not cool. Not cool.
I couldn't agree more, and I'm actually kind of surprised they did that.
Yeah.
And I get that they want to have parking for the guests. Yeah. However, if that's the case, then they shouldn't allow people just to dine there that aren't staying there, if that's the case, because that's absolutely ridiculous that you got to go park somewhere else. I mean, when we go to Ohana all the time. We get to park at the Polynesian. I haven't to go to park anywhere else. That makes no sense to me, especially with Grand Floridian. I mean, I know why they're strict about it, because they have issues with people doing that stuff where they'll just use it so they can get on the monorail there and go, to the parks and stuff. And I get it. Yep. That's if you have a reservation. But if you do have a reservation, I don't see how.
Here's the problem that I even have with that. Like I can I can knock that down because I'm an annual pass holder. So normally I don't pay for parking.
Right.
So if I'm making a reservation at a hotel where I'm going to pay for my meal, I'm paying 10 times more than I would pay. Parking's what, $30 at the park for one day now? I'm probably going to be paying like $200 between me and Chrissy to eat at the Grand Floridian. So why not just let me park at the Grand Floridian and let me take the freaking monorail over? Because
I agree.
You're getting my money,
I agree.
You should let me take the monorail.
I'm wondering if that's a Grand Floridian thing, because we just went to, and every time we've gone to Ohana, we just get on the monorail there and go, and it's not a problem.
Never
I don't
understand.
I don't know. Right. If that's the case, they better start fixing their parking issue then, because I know they just refurbed a bunch of stuff, and I know it's a really large resort, even bigger than Polynesian, even though the Polynesian's actually expanding right now. But still, you gotta have enough parking for people, and even accommodate for ones that are going to dine there, because people. I mean, that's kind of what you do at Disney. You end up eating at different places all the time that you're not staying all the time.
I mean, if I really want to, I could park at the TTC and then take the monorail over to Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, wherever I want to eat. So why not just let me pay for parking, because I'm going to spend money at your hotel, because now they also got rid of it where you can't cancel your dining reservation 2 hours prior. Like that was smart on their part, and I get that because that's something I can book Ohana or whatever or anything up to 2 hours cancel, so I can show up a little early, cancel it, not have to go, not pay, and then just get into the parks. Right. But now that I actually have to sit there and have a meal at Ohana, I'm going to be paying buco bucks. So let me take the freaking monorail to the park.
Now, Larry, I know I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Oh, no. I was just saying, so after all this, you check in, you go back. I mean, then you're late for your reservation, right? I mean, you got to be. You got to be.
Yes. And that's another thing, too. Not only that, but when I was in that cast parking lot and I'm clicking check in because it was like 6 minutes before I had to be at the restaurant to check in, it's like you're too far away. If the app says I'm too far to park and eat there, then I'm too far to park.
That's weird.
That is
stupid.
I've just never heard of that. But you said you and Chrissy go there quite a bit. Is this the first time that's happened?
This is not. This is like the third time.
And that's what they normally do then?
This is the new thing.
I guess where I'm never eating at. Because I don't give up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't
yeah.
Let's do that, man. If that's the case, then I won't go there.
I'm happy that you share my pain.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's just, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a common sense person, which, as you know, common sense is not common. But
but we're from a different generation, so
it just doesn't make sense, man. Especially when it's only a Grand Floridian thing. At least it seems like. Go to Contemporary. Don't have to do that.
Don't have to do that. You just have to have a reservation. I can park at the Contemporary and then walk right over to the
That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, it ain't like when you park at Contemporary, it's close anyway, because that crap's all the way down at the end.
Right.
I get it. But at least that's just how they designed it. But you're not.
But at least you're still on that Contemporary property. Like,
right.
And I'm not parking with cast members. Like, again, I want to respect the cast members too. Like I said, I want to pass them and see them having cigarettes in their hands, stuff like that. It's just an image I don't want to see. Like, and it's not, I'm against smokers or anything like that. It's just because that's their time. That's who they are outside the parks. I only want to know them inside the Disney bubble.
And I'm sure they're kind of like, damn.
Yeah.
Because, you're not the only one. They're probably sending everybody out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I think they're just sending Mike. It's only Mike they're sending out there.
I would definitely get a kick out of it.
They're like, it's this guy again. Get him out of here.
But that was my rant for the week. And last but not least, we have the villain of the week. But before we introduce the villain of the week, we have some more words.
Craving your favorite theme park treats right from the comfort of your home? Introducing MainStreetTreat.com. We bring your favorite treats right to your doorstep. Visit MainStreetTreat.com today and go ahead, treat yourself.
Nice. So if you do want to grab yourself a Main Street treat, or if you can't make it to the parks and you're craving that Mickey pretzel, like I always do, you can have it actually sent directly to your house. So it's pretty dope. And then, of course,
before we move on to this other thing real quick, Mike, I don't know if you want to mention I know he just put up your video, but you have a new video today. It's an unboxing that you haven't done. I
do. I mean, I did I have my friends over at Walt's Life Boxes. They sent me a box and I did an unveiling video, or an unboxing video, as the kids call it these days. Unboxing is very fun and very, I guess, trendy. And it's pretty cool. Like, I got a lot of really cool stuff out of that box. I was honestly blown away by the value that was in that box, or what the value of what the box costs. I got a new hat. I got a big Funko Pop from Haunted Mansion. I got a new wallet. I got some pins. It's just, it worked out. And even the box itself was kind of interactive. So if you get a chance, go to waltlife.com. On Instagram, it's the Walt Life Boxes. It's just, and then on Facebook, it's also Walt Life. But great name, great people. The people I've been talking to at Walt Life have been you would think they were Disney cast members. It was really cool. So that's that. Thank you, Joey. That's my new video of the week.
Man, you do a good job. You got to plug it.
I try. So, which brings us to the villain of the week. And like I said before, we had Gene Fitzmagic, because he never freaking shows up to a show. The one time he does show up to a show,
it was every week, right? Pretty much.
It was just every week. Besides last week, the week that I was actually missing, he shows up. And then it was also Inside the Magic for getting us to click on their headlines all the time. But we do appreciate it, because they do make it to our silly, goofy neighbors segment in the beginning. Unboxing.
Thanks,
Mikey B. Let's shout out to Mikey B. That's an MVP right there.
Yeah,
or MVM, most valuable mod. Appreciate you, Mikey B. But our villain of the week, no surprise this week. Yeah.
And again,
What?
By the way,
idiot!
I know he's sick as a dog right now.
No, he's not. He's sick. He's sickly looking. But
you think he would have been here?
No, he's not. Yeah. He's sleeping. Sleeping.
Dude.
Yeah,
I know. That's okay.
I can't wait to hear his backlash in the group chat.
You know what's amazing is we were able to make it through a stream without getting kicked off, without it getting shut down, without it getting docked.
Right.
Hence,
so far,
the villain of the week. Like, he's not here, and
once I knew he wasn't coming, I should have known. Yeah, we're probably gonna have
things just seem to work out.
The best show. Even Movie Mania, even Nick thinks it's funny.
I just have to put him on blast for not being here. Normally, I would have a good villain of the week, and I did have a villain of the week, but it's just you don't show up, and I'm going to show you up. Thanks a lot, Gene.
Thanks, Mike, for putting that. Reminded me. I was going to say, everybody, make sure you guys check that out. There tomorrow night at 8 p.m. You got Big Fat Panda on there. You got Gene. I don't know. Well, guess what? Let's watch and see if Gene shows up to that one. We're just going to put that out there.
All right.
We might destroy him for that. Anyway, Sammy D and Morgan Stark are on that show. That's really good. I think it was their first show last week. They do a really good job.
Nice.
Check them out. Make sure you drop a like and stuff, because I know they're starting to build that show. But they got a lot of interaction over there, so that's good to check out. But yeah, I want to see. And Gene, if you're listening, which I don't think you're in here, let's see if you show up tomorrow.
You show up tomorrow, and then let's see if you show up. But
exactly.
Yeah, go check out our friend Big Fat Panda. Go subscribe to his channel too, so that you can be notified anytime that he puts out new content, especially the Disney Underground. And then here on the Disney Nerdy Network tomorrow. Make sure you tune in at 9 p.m. for the better half of this guy.
The much better half.
Cocktails.
Right.
Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right back here on the Disney Nerdy Network. So that just about does it for this week's show. Pretty quick flow and easy, good show without Gene.
Larry, you got anything going on before we head out?
Not really. Like I said, we just got back from Disneyland, and that wasn't even a planned trip either. Because I think the last Monday, you guys asked what we were doing, or like, nah, I don't think we're doing anything.
And then you went.
And then we go. That's what happens with us, though. We just get bored, and we're like, you know what? We got time. Let's go. Let's do it.
Did you fly?
Yeah. Yeah, we planned it like on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then all of a sudden we're out flying out. Left work early on Friday.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. And then we get back Sunday night and come back to work on Monday.
That's good.
But yeah, we did.
I guess I'm live still, darling.
On Friday, all day at Disneyland, and then Universal again on Sunday.
Okay, what's wrong, Mike? I see the cat shadow in the back.
I was just saying there was a cat shadow that was right by the light there. I think the cat had to use the litter box in the other room back there. That's why I have to keep the door open. And then I have Chrissy over here. I was like, wait, you're live? You're still live?
Sammy just said the same thing. She opened the door. Are you live? And I'm like, yeah.
Just turn on the door.
She's looking through the crack of the door. Look at her. She thinks I don't see her.
Why don't you watch the show? You'll know.
Right?
They look like...
Oh. That's good. There you go.
But guys, always good to see you. Always good to do a show with you. First of all, Mikey B, again, thank you for being here, modding for us. Everybody who jumped in, Dan, Perugini, Movie Mania, Nick, the Frog, Jade, some new friends, some old friends, some familiar faces. We appreciate you guys being here. We'll be here next week.
Always.
Hopefully the four of us. Yeah. We'll be here next week at 8 p.m.
Become a thing. We can't get away from it.
Right? I don't know what's going on.
But make sure, listen, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, tick the little bell so you get notified every time that we go live or anything new comes up. And more importantly, be sure to tell somebody you love them. See you next